Hello, this is Rev Dore, Jacques Patlian, teaching science of mind, religious science from Sarasota, Florida. Were you taught by your parents to be careful about what you said to others and how you said it? I certainly was, and that's why I'm going to call this podcast What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. You know, my mother, being a flower of the Old South, was very big on tact. One should always be tactful and gentle in your comments and conversation, she would tell me in her soft Southern accent after I had just blurted out something or other. She often despaired of ever teaching tact to her son, being raised in Southern California, but I did get the basics. Mother teaching me to be a gentleman has been an asset for me in my executive and sales careers, perhaps not so much in teaching high school, though. It is important to watch what and how we say things publicly, even in our rather graceless age where manners are not highly prized. Ask Riley Cooper of the Philadelphia Eagles about how important it is to watch what you say publicly. While we understand that imprudent public speech can lead to a lot of problems, most of us have never really been taught what to say to ourselves. Since we have to watch carefully our public speech, it seems that most of us consider self-talk a good opportunity to rant, complain, have a pity party, and just vent everything we would have liked to have said publicly but couldn't. Sounds reasonable, doesn't it? Come on, come clean. What do you talk to yourself about? Do you say how wonderful the world is, how grateful you are to be alive, and how much you love your spouse? Do you bless that person that cut you off in traffic? LOL, my friends, not a chance. You probably just let fly when you talk to yourself, as most of us do. I did too, until I learned that I was literally poisoning my mind and polluting my life with every nasty, hateful, or self-pitying word. Do you realize that your self-talk makes up over 60% of all your thoughts and speech in an average day? Understanding this, you can now understand that what you say to yourself has a huge impact on your attitudes, your beliefs, your prejudices, and the quality of your life. Consider this for a moment. What you say to yourself is almost always accepted by your subconscious, sometimes called the subjective mind. It is accepted without examination because you said it. Since you are the boss of your mind, it does belong to you after all. Your subconscious dutifully stores each and every word, feeling, and emotion that you pour into it. What about what other people say to you? Your subconscious examines each incoming thought and word and emotion and compares it to your basic beliefs, character, and attitudes, and if they don't agree, they're usually not stored in memory but rejected on some level. To your subconscious mind, though, you're an always trusted source because you are the boss. Other people's statements, opinion, and criticism are seldom considered a trusted source. So they're very closely examined before they gain entrance to the seat of your mind and soul, which is your subconscious. This is where your opinions, prejudices, attitudes, emotions, and memories are stored. The subconscious is the root of your personal reality. It's where you begin and end. What can you do if you have been dumping nasty garbage in your mind for years and years and years? Is it hopeless? What if you have decades of griping, hating, complaining, feeling sorry for poor you in there? What can you do? Fortunately, the subconscious is programmed by your conscious mind. Since you were the one that programmed it with all that crud, you can now reprogram it with good stuff. The reprogramming will change your outer reality in an amazingly short time. Remember, you are the boss. You're driving this bus. Nothing gets in unless you okay it in some form or fashion. What should you say to yourself to undo this mess? Well, you might start by thinking and talking to yourself about what you want in your life, what you enjoy, and what people and things you enjoy and love. In other words, you might think about the stuff you do want and love instead of always talking about what you dislike or somebody you don't care for. Another important component of good self-talk is a big dose of gratitude. For even the worst life has rays of light shining through it. If you're still alive, be grateful that you're still looking down at the grass instead of up at it. If you are unemployed but had enough food or money this morning to have breakfast, be very grateful because many millions did not. If you are lonely and feel unloved, learn to love yourself and be grateful for your fine mind and the intelligence that can learn and grow and attract a friend or perhaps a great love. Because you know the greatest secret in the universe, and that's the law of attraction that can bring anything that you can believe in to you. If you are feeling stressed, be grateful that you're busy enough to have stress, and then go a step further and understand that stress is a choice and it's your creation. What you create, you can erase. Talk to yourself as you would to your favorite person in the world or the greatest love of your life. Don't reserve all your kindness and courtesy for strangers or friends. Save some for you. Be good to yourself. Become your own best friend because you are the only one that you will be with every second of your life. Have you thought about that? You are going to have your company every second of your life, so you better get along with yourself. Please remember, your self-talk is either medicine or poison for your mind and spirit. It all depends on what you deposit daily in that bank of memories and emotions that is your subconscious mind. Above all, dear ones, avoid fear. Fear is the great enemy of your good, your peace, your dreams, and your life. Fear is created only by you, by your anxiety about things that have not yet happened and may never happen unless you plant them in your mind with your fear and anger. Fear is a mind killer, friends. Avoid it if you possibly can. Last, heal your self-talk by living in the now. Stay out of the past. It's gone, it's dead, and it can't be resurrected. You are living in a mental and spiritual graveyard if you dwell on the past. No power exists there, only sorrow, regret, and loss. Don't dream of a future you cannot believe in. That's what daydreams are. They're just fantasies that you run around in your head, but you really don't believe they can ever happen. You see, daydreams produce very little, but focused desire can move the universe. Don't worry about your future. You will create it because it's really in your hands. Your future can be what you can believe in, what you can see in your mind, and what you're willing to work for. You will your future with your thoughts and words spoken today, and that specifically includes your self-talk. What you say to yourself right now impregnates your tomorrow and gives birth to your day after. That's a good way of putting it, isn't it? Think about that. You're impregnating your tomorrow, and that's giving birth to your day after. So watch what you say to yourself. What you say to yourself from hour to hour and minute to minute is a prophecy of your life. Know and understand that you are the prophet. Create what future you will. It's up to you, but know that it's your creation, born of your words spoken to yourself and others. Take responsibility for your life because you are its parent. You want to learn more? This ministry is Awaken Heart Center for Spiritual Living, and it's part of an international organization called the Centers for Spiritual Living, which teaches religious science, which is the faith, philosophy, and way of life of the science of mind. Find the center nearest you by logging on to csl.org. We invite you to attend one of our Sunday celebrations or sign up for one of our classes. You'll be really glad you did. In fact, it could very well change your life. As they say in New York, it couldn't hurt. Until we're together again, bye-bye for now.